I think a certain amount of paranoia is business as usual. Healthy, expected, self-preservatory. Lord, you'd have to be mad to not be wary of the mental landscape we walk through. You don't think anyone out there is out to get you? I know it goes too far sometimes. I mean, you take to miming phone calls to avoid being overheard. It's a small step from rigging deceptive messages in fantail wrappers. That's no way to live. But giving due concern to the concept that computers are learning how to replace us must crop up in conversation now and then, surely. And sometimes planes look like bombs or vice versa, and it's no worse to write a verse that asks a question investigating your own response to stimuli, pitting your brain against your eye for comparison. Analyze the price of progress. What's blessing, curse, mercy ran out when we let corporations call themselves people. They say we're sheeple because we feel fear and can't remember how to fight. Then we bite the hand we're out of control, so many sold in and pretend it's not happening. Allow megalomaniacs free reign of attack. Say we're paranoid because we made reference to shady governance and full life pension checks for those who rule with wrecking balls. So who are we to judge? I can't run a $600 budget, let alone own my own home. Why should I be Emperor of Rome? Fiddle with myself while glaring at the man close as I come to a healthcare plan, along with a t-shirt I never wear that says fuck you and isn't misspelt. Smells like mothballs and defeat. Completes the ensemble of not really being an adult. And I only wrote this poem because the voice in my head that sounds strangely like Sage Francis said I had to get up and make some louder demands. So George, take the next 6 or so verses and tell the nice folks at home how you'd run the world and not do a worse job of it than some emotionally bankrupt shitheel that believes everything he screams on Twitter is real.
Are they called twits, or is that just me? I look at the world and wonder where we got all these handbaskets. Paddlessly strive to get by buying the next best new and improved device, which is impossible, by the way, and we won't be compatible with any of our old stuff. Consumerism is rampant, stamping out any room for artistic development. Why do we need to think when we have everything provided for us? For a price, we learn to work, to earn, to purchase what we don't need, greed feeding the multinational companies that may be able to soon sue an entire country for losses on a product that basically kills you. Speaking of killing, I need some advice on the starving people in countries that may have started the entire human race. It costs too much to send food to them, apparently, and all the donations are getting used up in the administration of funds, so one solution would be to carpet bomb the lot of them, leaving space for a casino, car park and mall. Of course, the other alternative would be watching them slowly die, smoking on dust and dirt. We have children's toys that transport penguins upstairs to a slide repeatedly and yet can't seem to be able to build aqueducts sufficiently. I mean, does it really cost that much to move water? We don't seem to have the same problem with moving oil, so what's the real issue? And what's the deal with money anyway? Isn't it just a representation of the value of a piece of coloured toilet tissue smeared with the fecal blood of coveted rocks we have locked away and traded on to increase the amount based on some arbitrary number plucked from the bleeding arse of a bank manager?